First, we take our bowl. We put the butter for the streusel, brown sugar. We take the paddle. For the butter, always you need to be room temperature. It's easy to mix it. Okay. So in the same time, we will use the confit. Already I scale the product. So here we have the puree. So my favorite equipment in the pastry, it's always is the maris. You know? Always need to clean. Passion fruit puree. And trimoline also. So we mix all our product. So sorry, I didn't say. If you have any question, please stop me because I'm going a little bit faster because with the timing what we have, stop me and ask me and let me know your name, please. So here we put a trimoline with our puree. So I hear someone ask about trimoline. Please, can you repeat what you say about the trimoline, please? Any question? Okay. So why I use the trimoline for the confit? So the trimoline is bringing the texture. It's more moist, plus it's for the shelf life, and also it's not crystallized like a sugar. So that's why we use it. When you freeze your confit with the trimoline, because the trimoline is the sweetness, power sweetness, it's more than the normal sugar, saccharose. So the saccharose is 100% of the sweetness, and trimoline is 120. 120%. That's why we use the trimoline to make it more flexible, more for shelf life, and also when you freeze it, it will not be broken. Here, as always, we take our pectin, we mix it with the sugar, because if you don't mix your pectin with the sugar, you will have clumps. So here we add our flour and almond powder. So when you mix, don't mix it faster, because I will tell you for this, if you mix it fast, the butter, you have the fat 82%, plus the almond, they have 51% of the fat. If you mix it fast, all the atom, it will separate. So your streusel, it will not be more crunchy, and it will not be the flavor for the fat. So that's why you mix it a little bit, not faster. At least you have the emulsify between both fat. So here, as we add a little bit fire, we prepare our mold. As you know, all of you, the pastry, you need to scale everything. Here I prepare so my streusel is ready. So never you mix it too much. Also, if you mix it, your sugar, it will not be crunchy, because that's why you keep like little bit sugar When you cook it, you bring the crunchy to your streusel. Ouais. Non mais, can you switch? Tu peux me garder ça? Okay. So here I use the feuille de guitare. So this is my streusel. See? At the same time, no need to forget our puree on top of the fire. Olo, s'il te plaît. So, me here, I cannot use my lamination machine. So in your lab, you can use it. It's 2 millimeter maximum. You can go for 2 millimeter, 2.5. Please, I need questions. I'm waiting for the questions. Please. So, yes. So for the delivery, for the molds, hello? You can hear me? The cakes. We will do it in Qatar as soon possible when we don't have quarantine. We will go there, and after that we will make it, and we will enjoy the cakes. So, as you see, my puree start to boil. Not to boil, to have 50 degrees, 55. I add my sugar and pectin. I mix it. So here you need to be careful, because the pectin, if you don't cook it perfectly, you will not get nice texture of the confit. So the pectin, you need to cook it between 85 until 100 degrees. Depend how you want your confit. Here I want it to be a little bit chewy, a little bit stronger. So I will cook it until 100 degrees. So as you see in the picture, on top, so here I will pour between 25 gram until 30 gram. Depend of the thickness you want. So now it starts to boil. I will keep it for 1 minute boiling. Perfect. Right temperature. Up. So here you need to be a little bit faster, because the reaction of the pectin, it will be very fast. So as you see, we pour it for all the mold the same weight. So I'm going by 25 grams. So after that we put directly to the blast freezer For depend of your blood freezer if it is strong or not. It's minimum 1 hour, maximum 1 hour 30. So we will go for the exotic marmalade. Exotic marmalade, we take saucepan again. I scale everything. So mango, fresh mango. With pineapple. We let it cook a little bit. Tu peux me ramener des sucres sans note? Fresh mango. So here, as you see, we use all the puree from the verger boiron. Sorry. Yeah, brown sugar. So here I add I will use the brown sugar. For what I'm using the brown sugar to bring flavor, and also the brown sugar, it's good for the conservation also. So I forget to scale the brown sugar. So I will scale it. So the sugar, I will divide it into first part, I will use it with the fruit. At least they will be cooked a little bit and caramelized and get out all the flavors. And the rest of the sugar, I will mix it with the pectin, as I said before. Okay. For the coconut mousse, if you see the recipe, I use only cream, puree, plus the sugar and the mass gelatin. I don't use egg yolk, no sabayon, no meringue Italian. I use only this because if you use it like this, you can keep it longer. And your display, you will not have any problem about the eggs, you know. Now it's a big issue with what happened with the government. You need to be carefully for all the product what you use. So I prefer to use this recipe because I don't have a risk. So you can use it also for any puree, but if you use it for the passion fruit, for example, or lime or lemon or the citrus, you need to add more. Here we have sugar, exactly we have 100 gram, you add 20 gram more. At least you have the equilibration between the sweetness and the sourness of the fruit. So for the citrus, we will go for the lemon. Can I have a bowl, s'il te plaît? Bowl. We'll go for the limon genoise. So here, we take our eggs, whole egg, tremoulin, inverted sugar, whisk, We will melt our butter. And also we check our marmalade. So we combine the flour with our candied lemon and also the zest. Why I put the zest with the flour? Because the zest, they have the essential oil. So at least I can keep all the flavor. I can keep all the flavor for the lemon. And why I mix the candied lemon with the flour, because if I don't mix it, all the candied lemon, it will go down. Same when you do the English cake also. You need to mix your candied fruit with the flour. At least you have everywhere, when you cut one piece of the cake, you have everywhere your candied fruits. Perfect. So we mix it. So now, as you see, our fruit, they take all the juice out. So this is perfect what we need exactly. All the flavors is out. So now we will use, we mix our puree. Done. To bring more flavors. So exotic, as you know, all the exotic fruit, we mix it, all of them. Really, it smell very nice. Huh? This one you can eat it like a jam. For me, we can make it like a jam. You make and you blend it, and it will be very nice. But you change only the percentage of the pectin. You need to be more higher. So we add our sugar a little bit, not all in one. So please, if you want to ask any question, unmute yourself. And I'm still waiting for questions. Link. So we add our pectin and our sugar. So as I say, you need to let it, sorry, because so I keep it to boil for 1 minute, same I say before, for the confit also. At least I can be sure the pectin react. Perfect. So I use this mold from Pavoni to make the insert, as you see in the picture, and after I will mold it and I send it directly to the blast freezer. So spoon. So normally you need to keep it to be cold a little bit, but in the production it's better. But now I will show you exactly. And why it's good? Because we have the pieces of the fruit. So as you say, can I have spatula? Yes. So you fill it all, and after you prepare your spatula. Because me, I make it already in advance. I show you only the technique. So here we continue for our sponge. It's ready. Perfect. As you see. We will not add. Je peux avoir un là-dessus là. So you will tell me why I do this, and I have already my candied lemon candied, because the humidity here in Dubai is too much, and I have clamps already. So I don't want to have the clamps in my sponge. That's why I prefer to strain it. So at least I am sure I have only my zest in my candid. I don't want to be in the end with the clamps in my sponge. So from down to up, and you move your bowl also. Add the butter. Listen. Also the lemon juice to bring more flavor. So already I prepare my tray with the mold, with the frames. So this recipe, it's for 2 frames. Take my spatula. So don't use the spatula too much to don't collapse your sponge. Any question, please? Any question about the temperature for the marmalade? They can hear me? Okay. So here now we will prepare our crunchy. With user inspiration, liquid butter, we melt the inspiration. Our éclat d'or, Valrhona. So me, before I use the éclat d'or, I put it little bit in the oven, at least to be sure it's not moist, because in the Middle East the humidity is really high. So in the same time, I will prepare my lime mousse, milk, like you make your English sauce. Cream. So when you melt your chocolate, always don't keep it longer in microwave, because the microwave it's cooked from inside to outside. So always you need to mix it to be sure your chocolate will not be burned. So we take the zest of the lemon. Je peux avoir l'autre. Perfect. So my chocolate, it's ready. Non, pas encore. So I will pour it on top of my éclat d'or. Also, you can add your zest, lemon zest, orange zest, as you wish. So already my sponge, I make it ready. Je peux avoir une petite spatule. So I put the rest. directly to the blast freezer. After that, we will prepare also our Cremeux, bleu d'orange. I start by lime because I need to infuse the milk and also the cream and the lime zest. I need to infuse it for at least 5 minutes to get more flavor out. So I will add a little bit more. I will finish my... And the lime also, it's bring the freshness. And this time in the summer, we know it's very hot, so we need something fresh. Perfect. Here, my sugar. Egg. So always, when you mix your egg yolk with the sugar, you need to be faster. More you wait, it will be cooked. So you have your egg yolk, it's cooked with the sugar. You have small clumps, and after that your sugar is not, your egg yolk and the sugar and the mixture, it will not be very nice. Okay, perfect. Our chocolate ready. So we keep it a little bit to infuse, and at the same time we will use it to melt our chocolate a little bit. So gelatin mass. Anyone who knows what means gelatin mass? And why we use the gelatin mass more than gelatin leaves? They can hear me? So please unmute yourselves to talk about a little bit about the gelatin. Okay, I will explain. So why I use, what's mean the gelatin mass? The gelatin mass, it's 100 grams of gelatin powder, okay, with 600 grams water. It's always by 6. The weight of your water is the weight of the gelatin. By 6, you get the weight of the water. So here, we have 700 grams of mass gelatin. So the gelatin what I use here, it's 200 bloom. So any one of you can tell me what's mean bloom? Okay. So the bloom is the power of the gelatin. So we have 150, 180, 200 bloom, 250. So everybody now it's using 200 bloom. Everybody it's using 200 bloom. Why? Because everywhere you go in the world, you have this gelatin available. So here we use the sosa gelatin powder to get our gelatin mass. For example, here, if we have 2 leaves of the gelatin, and we need to calculate en masse the gelatin. So this is really easy. 1 leaf of gelatin it's 18 grams of mass gelatin. So always, but I'm talking about 200 bloom. 1 leaf of gelatin, it's mean 18 gram. 18 gram is the weight of the water plus the gelatin powder. So, for example, if I get one recipe for 180 gram, 180 bloom, we'll say 10 gram gelatin. 10 gram. So if I want to calculate 200 bloom, how many gram we will get? So we take 180 by 10, okay? Divide by 200, the bloom what we have. So I will wait the answer from you, please. I will the answer, and the same time I will continue my mousse. Unmute yourselves, please. I'm still waiting for the answer. So here we cook at 82 degrees, and after that we pour directly on top of chocolate and we keep it cold. We bring it cold, and after that we wipe our cream and we add it. So I don't use the thermometer. I'm using one technique of Chef Didier. He was my chef, meilleur ouvrier de France. How to know your anglaise is cooked? You take it and you do like this. If it is separate, it's ready. Now it's not ready. So if it is separate, it's not touched, the line is not touching, it means it's ready. Again we check. It's not. Unmute, please. I need to know answer. Bilal. Unmute, Bilal, please. Perfect. So now all of you understand how to calculate this bloom of mass gelatin to the leaf? Perfect. Perfect. So any question? At the same time, I'm preparing my anglaise. So now, if you see, you do your finger like this, it's separate, split. See, up, it's ready. We pour on top of chocolate. So we keep it to be cold. Our mixture is ready. Sorry. I will add the gelatin. The most important ingredient in the mousse. I will keep the gelatin to melt, and after that, before put it in the fridge, keep it rest a little bit to get infused all the product. We will mix it. So for the next recipe, we will go for the almond. Opa. To make it faster, we will make our almond ganache, and at the same time we will make our almond creme. So here we have our cream. Chocolate, tremoline, inverted sugar, Et on a le... Ouais. So here we put our chocolate to melt a little bit. Always I like when you making, I make my ganache, I melt the chocolate, and after that I heat also my liquids and I mix both. At least for the emulsify our fat from the chocolate and the fat from the cream to get nice emulsify between both of them, and the way will not be split. So we will use orange blossom aroma from Sosa. It's perfect in the right time. Bam. Thank you, chef. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One for you guys. Allez. No one will be upset. And at the same time, we will not forget our chocolate. Same I say before, always the microwave, it's cooking from inside to outside. You need to mix your chocolate, or you keep it, it will be burnt. Bowl. Perfect. Here we will make almond cream. So our butter, soft butter, room temperature, sugar, palette. So in the recipe of almond cream, I use some custard cream powder. Sorry, custard powder. So why I use this custard powder? To combine between the fat of the eggs, because we have the yolk, you have 33% of the fat, plus we have almond. Also, it's, as I say, it's between 57%. And we have the butter also, it's 82%. So to combine both, to emulsify the cream and to don't split, I use the custard sugar. No, it's okay. So here, I pour 2 times my cream. So this recipe, I will tell you, it reminds me my country, because I'm coming from Morocco, and we, if you know the name of the corn de gazelle, it's famous dessert in Morocco. So that's why I inspired this recipe from that ankle of the gazelle. So it reminds me also my childhood. So our ganache, it's ready. Our ganache, it's ready. It's shiny. So here we give a little bit speed. We add our whole egg. Not all in the same time, we'll split it in two. Okay, so we will go for Cremeux, almond Cremeux. Cream. So I will combine all the powder together. And we go. So here I will add my egg yolks to make it faster. So we clean a little bit. Voilà. So for this almond creme we will use pavoni mold. It's almond top 22. What I show you before, what we use exactly for the tart. And as you say, get what? As I said before, our cream is ready. More a little bit. The way, if you don't want to use thermometer, always you have the maris. So the mold, it's here. So it look very nice. So depend, me I use orange blossom with almond. You can play as you want. You can use almond with hazelnut. We can use almond with orange. You have a lot of mix with the almond, but the almond is really good nuts. You can mix it with many flavors. So my cream, it's ready. So to show you, Sorry. So my almond cream, as I told, is not split. This is the technique when you don't want your almonds to split, you need to use the custard powder. Or if you don't have the custard powder, you can use the corn flour in the same amount. Why I use the custard also to get a little bit of the color, because the custard they have the color already inside. And also if we go for the recipe for the spray, I'm using the chocolate, cocoa butter, and also I'm using grapeseed oil. Why? Because if you use only the cocoa butter plus the chocolate, it will crack in your shop, in your display. If you will put it, for example, 1 hour or 2 hours, your shop it will be open at 9 o'clock, you will reach at 12 o'clock, it's already start to crack your velvet. So that's why I reduce the cocoa butter and I add grapeseed oil to have this texture, fine texture, and also because it's oil, it will not break. It's not hard like cocoa butter. It brings you the flexibility for your velvet. So, gelatine. Okay, we add our chocolate. Also here you can melt your chocolate, because as I say, it's better to have both of them in the same liquid, the chocolate, to make it more softer and easy to mix. Tu peux le blender ça? So now we will blend it. Yes. And we go for strawberry creme also. In the same time, we will not lose time. It's up. Citrus. Raspberry laser, raspberry cremeux. What is the raspberry cremeux? This one. Hoppa! Keep this one inside. For the raspberry cremeux also, we go puree. So here, as you see, the quantity of the liquid is not much. Bah ouais, il faut que je le montre devant eux et il m'en faut. Ouais. Chocolate. I will melt. So glucose, because I have only little, I will heat it a little bit. Hop, hop, tac, 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 tac. So here we blend our Cremeux. And so to remove the bubbles of the air, done directly to the blast. Thank you, chef. So take our glucose, we melt our chocolate, so any question please? C'est beaucoup, hein? So here also we will start our passion fruit crème with linzer raspberry. For the linzer raspberry we use perfect. So as I say, we have little bit liquid. Our gelatin. After that, we add our cold cream and we blend. So if you mix perfectly, no need to blend it, but to be sure and to emulsify your crème, it's better to blend it. Chef, please. So here we will make our linzer. We take the raspberry from Boiron, frozen. So here it's defrost because it's very hot. We add same always half of sugar, and the rest we mix it with the pectin. Dans noir. Ouais. Perfect. So our Cremeux is ready. Poche. Poche. Poche, c'est mieux. So as you say, it's thick. We cannot use chinois piston, as we say in French language. Piston. So we mix here. Take pipe and bag. Ciseaux. So here we use the pavone mold. It's better to show the yeah, here. So it's really nice. For this decoration, you feel it's like a real raspberry, but no, it's fake. But the taste it's raspberry because we use the raspberry inspiration from Valrhona. We use raspberry puree from Boiron. And also we use the pavone mold who make this perfect shape. Reality, me, I like it a lot. En train de sucer les marques là. So, feel to remove the air. Ouais. Merci. We put directly in the blast freezer. As always, you need to clean. So here, dis-lui les crèmes. Les crèmes. mousse. Ouais, la crème. So we make the gel passion fruit gel for the raspberry. What we fill the raspberry inside. So we have one more application, two applications. So as you see, the raspberry bring all the water out. Ouais, c'est bon. So here. We add our pectin mixed with the sugar. Tu peux me ramener le lenser qui est dans le frigo? Frigo. Frigo. So you need to cook it until 95, 100 degrees to the pectin react. Yeah. Okay, I will show you the texture, how it will be. Now we will prepare the Cremeux passion fruit. So to show you the texture, it's like a jam. See? So now we will go for the Cremeux. Up. Sugar, egg, so depend. Me, I prefer to put all together, but I like also to eat little bit the puree, not much, only little. And mix. Bam. Tiki-taka. Bring it back. Mari is my favorite equipment in the pastry. It's like my friend. Everywhere I go, it's with me. So please, any question? So our creme, I make it a little bit faster. That's why I'm going fast with the whisk. So our creme is ready. Not ready, but only the egg gets cooked. Gelatin. So we keep it until reaching the temperature of 35 degrees, and after that we add our butter. Why we keep it until 35 degrees, we don't put it now? Because it's already hot, and our butter, it will split, because same I said before, 82% it's fat, 16% it's water, and 2% is the casein. So that's why it will split our creme. It will not be perfectly look creamy texture. So to show you the texture, now I take it out from the fridge. You see the texture. If you keep it, as I say, for 35 degrees, and you put your cream, it's the texture, it's really creamy, like a cream. Okay, thank you. Can I have? So now we will make gel. Casserole. Perfect. Our gel, passion fruit, puree, la petite. Non, fouet. Là-bas. So now it's too big. We will add our agar-agar and the sugar. So here you need to be faster. So for next session, next demonstration, also we will speak about agar-agar, pectin, gelatin, how we can replace or we cannot replace between all of them. So to make sure our applications, maybe we don't have gelatin, maybe you can use agar-agar, maybe you can use pectin. So for the next session, we will talk about it. So now, as you see, it's boiling. I'm going fast. Bam, directly to the container. This one, it will be melt because it's not strong, plastic. So we will try. Perfect. And we clean film it on contact, and we keep it until tomorrow. And we blend in the blender, and we strain it, and we use it directly. So the texture what we get, it will be it will be like, see, you can play for the plating, for anything you want, anything. So see, any stick, okay? Okay. It's also good for the plated dessert. So for any puree, you can use the same recipe. It's not the last recipe, sorry. So this is the last recipe. Also it's Cremeux, it's the same way. So casserole. So please, this is our last recipe. If you have any questions, let me know. For the mold, all of them, they are available in Chef Middle East, Qatar. So please appreciate our salesmen. They will guide you. Sugar, half here, half here. So for the zest, blood d'orange, I didn't find the zest, so I changed it with grapefruit. The name of the petit gâteau is citrus, so you can play as you want for the citrus. It's not, the name is citrus. We have a lot of citrus in the world, so you can do any citrus you like. So grapefruit, I will take only half. Okay, gelatin. This one here. We clean. So please, this is the last recipe. If you have anything to ask or need something to be more explained, or you need anything a part of this demonstration, don't hesitate, please. Je peux avoir les cakes déjà prêtes là. Merci. Non. So, to tell you from the beginning, now it's 1 hour and a half more, they are outside. I keep all of them outside to show you exactly how it is resist, and the temperature to tell you exactly, it's 23 degrees, so they resist in 23 degrees. So, and also it's not, okay. So here we will pour can I have small one? So all the Cremeux, they have all of them the same way. So they need exactly to reach the right temperature, 35 degrees. And after that, add your butter at fridge temperature. It's 4 degrees, between 6 and 4 degrees. And you mix. Gelatin, the butter. So for the butter and the cream we use the paysan breton 82%, and the cream, whipping cream 35%. So the whipping cream Paysan Breton, it's for both application. You can cook it and you can whip it. So this is amazing. You can use it for both. So our Cremeux, it's ready to take it out from the fire, from the induction. Bam. We add our gelatin. Pour in the bowl. Oula. See? The other one is already open. Okay. If you don't want, we change. No? Don't have choice. Thank you. So, we transfer our Cremeux. And we keep it to reach the temperature for 35 degrees to have, same I show you, the texture for the Cremeux to be more creamy with the butter. As I will repeat again, if you do directly your butter, you split your fat and never you get the nice texture for the creamy texture. So today, it's last recipe what we did. It was the Cremeux. So as I told you, all equipment it's available in Chef Middle East, Qatar, and also all the product with the color, chocolate, molds, also cream, Paysan Breton, inspiration, Sosa product, all of them, Boiron, all of them, they are available in Qatar, and it's amazing product, and I am very, very, very grateful to work with this product to be also presenting all these brands, the luxury brands. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please send us by social media, or you have the email of the Chef Middle East. We are happy to hear from you. Thank you a lot. Thank you for your patience, and see you. I prefer to see you there in Qatar. More to do again online session or live sessions. Please don't hesitate to share your feedback. Thank you a lot. Have a good evening.